Hey Booktube, it's Bree. This is my channel, The Green-Eyed Girl Reads. Yeah, it's Sunday afternoon. I was trying to film a book haul, but I kept getting distracted and bored, and there was just too many books to talk about, and I will need to think about a way that I want to present them rather than you just sitting there bored for 15 minutes as I go, look at this book, and this book, and this book, and this book. Yeah. That's strange though, because I do actually like watching other people's book hauls that are like that. Oh well. Yeah. So really what I wanted to talk about was the fact that, yeah, I have to reassess my 2014 reading resolutions. We're not quite a quarter of the way through the year, and I didn't really expect to have to do it this early in the process. But, you know, you have to evolve with how things go, and I don't think that it was such a great idea for me to try and combine let's do a to be read challenge and try not to purchase too many books with I am now really into watching book videos on YouTube, and consequently I'm going to spend tons of time on Goodreads, and I'm going to be reading blog posts and looking at tor.com, and I'm going to be on Twitter following authors and other book readers, and I am going to just be popping into that bookstore to see, you know, if this certain new book is out because I heard people talking about it and I checked on the Australian release date. And I'm also going to change my route to the way I walk to work, because then I get to walk past the pretty window of the bookstore, which changes regularly with pretty new titles that I then absolutely have to have. Yeah, not such a great combo, and I have gained a ton of books. And by a ton I mean enough that I would not be able to catch up if I go, right, well, I'm just going to go back to my to be read and not buy anything for the rest of the year. I still physically can't read enough. On top of the fact that I have all these new books that I now want to read, I also found looking at the to be read bookshelf a little bit overwhelming. I don't know, didn't know where to start, was picking up a few too many books at a time, getting really confused, and I've stalled, and I've also discovered that I am not into non-fiction at the moment. I think that's a post-studying kind of thing, and I really don't think I'm going to end up reading any non-fiction at the moment apart from the stuff I have to pick up for the archaeological dig that I'm going on, which I probably really need to start revising for right about now. Yeah, so I think that 2014 New Year's resolution has gone on its wayside, but I'm still really quite enjoying the whole keeping track of the number of pages read, aiming to read 50 books. Can't remember, I do have a total of pages that I want to read in the year, but I probably won't look at it too seriously, and I might just compare it at the end or in my monthly wrap-up things. And I can't remember if on my 2014 reading resolution video I talked about trying to read more diversely, but that's something that I find myself quite actively doing now that I'm reading about more books. So I have picked up part of the purchasing has actually been a couple of book buying things which were specifically authors that I had seen around but never read or never looked too closely at their books, which kind of goes against some of the other things that I've been trying to do, which is only purchasing books that I really think that I'm going to keep. So yes, I know it's a bit confusing. I'd probably like to transition the picking up authors that I haven't read before to library hauls, but I haven't quite figured out a way that I can like regularly get to the library, and overdue fees make me feel awful. Yeah, and I've had them in the past, so yeah. So that's basically what I was going to say. I'm not really sure if I even got to a point there, but yeah. New Year's resolutions, book reading resolutions, they need revising. So perhaps I should have put 2014 quarterly resolutions instead. Yeah, the week ahead I'm hoping to read a fair chunk of The Lies of Lochlamora and Here Be Dragons, and also checking what I said I was going to read in March because I now can't remember. Yeah. Has anyone else had to revise their 2014 reading resolutions yet? Are you gaining books at a fast pace or a slow pace this year? And yeah, anything else book related you wanted to chat about? I'd love it if you leave me a comment down below, or via Twitter or Goodreads, both of which are linked somewhere in my account because I know I've got them to work, I think. Someone will tell me if they're not working eventually. And I hope you guys are all having a great weekend, and I will see you maybe not next weekend because I'm really busy, but maybe the weekend after. Bye!